What's up? Damn boys, back with another money play. Another money play. Let's go. Let's go. We got a doubles money play, alright? Sorry about my little freak out, but I'm kind of excited, man. I'm kind of excited. By the time this is done, we're going to have a money play we can run. We could just switch between money plays and never run anything but money plays. Like, that's where this set is headed at this point. Give you one guess what play it is. Yeah, X-Drag Trail again. Again. It's just too much. I don't care how you line up, what formation. It's just too much. So, with this one, you want to have the preset doubles, I guess we'll call it, to the wide side of the field. For either setup that I'm going to give you. So I'm going to give you two setups, so really two plays, because they are pretty different. And then a few little adjustments for each. So the first adjustment, we're going to take the Y running back. We're going to put him on a go. We're going to take RB, put him on a curl. We're going to take B, put him on a curl. We're going to take X, put him on a drag. So this is what we're going to be left with. Now, you might say the weakness of this is I've got 5 blockers. You'll see this in the video too. You can slide your protection to the right and get out of the pocket to the right, and you have a crazy flood, right? Because like if you hard flat and one of your linebackers covers RB, then B is going to be open in the hole, and A is going to come in open behind him, you know. And then if you start rolling out of the pocket, that all gets manipulated, and then RB will end up probably wide open. You know, so that all starts to get manipulated, and you end up with a pretty crazy flood over there. That there's just too many things that can come open for one user to deal with it. You're just gonna have to change your defense. Now, if that's not an option, because maybe the heat is coming regardless, no matter what you do, the heat is coming to the right side, you can go ahead and block him, and this play is still effective. It's just much more effective like this. If you know they're in man and they're not pressing, you can run X on an out as well. That will come wide open. If they don't press and they're in man, that will come wide open. So that's a good adjustment too. So those are kind of your options with this play. But this is just going to be against cover 3. And we'll just leave the purples in because maybe they've been seeing the stuff in doubles, and so they've got purples in, trying to slow it down. Because don't hard flat us or you're dead. It's kind of the name of the game. Hard flat man, that's your ass. Okay, so we're just gonna go back and show you on the replay. We're gonna see how open everything came. Alright, so obviously the drag's wide open, right? That's pretty clear. 20 comes wide open there out of the backfield, even though he got gummed up pretty good. That would normally come open way sooner. He just got totally gummed up in the backfield. So now the purple, so this is kind of the cool thing, right? The linebacker sticks with the running back, but not well enough to where you can't low point it. He's not really covering him. You still can low point that in. The purple stuck with the hitch, right? Everyone over the top had to follow the running back. So you're going to end up with the hard flat, and behind it, just completely naked. Now the user really has to make a decision, right? How many yards you want to give me? How many yards you want to give me? So that's the first setup, guys. I hope y'all enjoy that. And the little adjustments, don't forget those. So here comes the second setup. Same thing. We're going to take our Y running back, and we'll go ahead and we're going to hitch him this time. We're going to take RB. We're going to block him this time. Alright, then we're going to take B, and we're going to slant him. We're going to take X, and we're going to hitch him. And that's what we're left with. Pretty similar. There are a lot of similarities from, the money play and trips on this. That's where the concept for this portion of the money play came from. Well, this is actually where it started, and then it developed into the other option as well. Just to throw more stuff at people. This is great against man. Again, if they're not pressing, your adjustment could be X on a out. If they are pressing, if he's a burner, you could put him on a go and, try to beat that press, or at least force the user to fly out over the top and take him away from anything else. This is not as good as you would think against cover 2. Maybe if they have, I guess, like sinks in, squats in maybe, like, because the squad will kind of man up on the hitch then. But not a lot of people do that. Most people just shade them back. Which if you don't shade back your cover 2s, just shade back your cover 2s. As just a normal base setup, base practice. I don't care if it's a squat. Cloud just always do that this year. But anyways, this is how this is going to look against cover 3. You can take your choice, right? That's a dealer's choice. I can rip you for a pretty good gain on either side. So this is kind of coming out of some of the dink and dunk, I guess, that we've done in the past. But obviously against man, the user has to cover 1. They're going to have to make some sort of an adjustment. Cloud flatten one side, covering the other side. They're going to have to start getting real wonky, and that's where we start to have the goes and the other little adjustments I gave you. And you can just build off of it from there based on what you might need to do. Now, one last thing that I need to tell you before we get into the game footage. This is something you have to know and understand to run this effectively. So this is something that will come into play when you're on this hash. If I take the same running back that I've talked to you guys about motioning and motion him from this hatch, now if I go Y and I try to put him on a hitch, he's in tight, right? So he's a pass blocker. Or excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. It's been a long day labbing these up. The preset doubles goes to the what side of the field, class? If you said the wide side of the field, give yourself a gold star and laugh at your teacher. Give him a good chuckle. So, Y will come out there. If you try to do it like this across the formation, because before I showed you it going across the formation, that is what I'm trying to say. You'll notice this isn't really, I mean, it is a doubles technically, but it's like a different doubles. This would be like an inline tight end, like a compressed, I don't know. You guys tell me, right? This is probably a totally different formation and a totally different scheme that we can get into a totally different time, guys. But for this, it will screw you up, because if you hit RB, he's not going to go on a hitch. He's going to pass block. All right? So don't try to come across the formation like I showed you before on this side of the hash. It just has to be this running back. So just know when you're doing this, this is the running back that is going to be outrunning your routes. So what I'm telling you is this is where Christian McCaffrey goes. If you don't want to run with him, fine, just HB sub. But your number one running back should probably be named Christian McCaffrey, because no matter which side of the hash you're on, that's the guy who goes out. There's your pro tip. Dem boys, like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the in-game footage. I had a lot of fun doing this.
This game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
That agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, almost. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. Hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
45 the mark, 45 the mark. Watch the backer, watch the backer. 45.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And so close. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson now. Throwing on first down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's get it. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And he takes this down deep.